What many view as an obstacle, you will view it as an opportunity. Let me say that again. What many view as an obstacle, you will view it as an opportunity, even right now. Perhaps this whole pandemic is an opportunity for you to cultivate your marriage. Perhaps it's an opportunity for you to spend time with your children because with your crazy work schedule, you miss a lot of important moments. What if it's an opportunity for you to grow closer in your relationship with God because you've been moving as if you are your own God and you have created this bad habit of only going to Him when you need Him? What if it's an opportunity of time? Because you always use the lack of it as an excuse of why you don't go for your dreams. Now you have the time. What if it's an opportunity for you to start your business, even in this season right now, because you see a void and you have solutions? Because not every business is sinking and closing right now. Some businesses are thriving. This makes me think of this DJ on Instagram Live right now, and he's DJing, and he has people all over the world just dancing in their living room, cooking, cleaning, listening to him DJ. And I thought how wonderful that is, how he's using his gift of service, right, to bring positivity unto people. But you know what? His business is thriving. He's making connections and alignment even in this season. Because God causes us to bear fruit in every season. So you know what we have to do? We need to ask God, how can I capitalize in this season? What is the hidden opportunity? What am I seeing as a burden that is really a blessing? That is really a blessing. I think about how when you have relationships with people, y'all may have key words or phrases that only you and that other person may know what y'all talking about. And every other person who don't have that intimacy don't know what y'all are talking about. So when this phrase stirred back up in my heart again, of what many view as an obstacle, you would view it as an opportunity. There's a backstory. That conversation happened years ago with God and I. And the backstory was 1 Samuel chapter 17. Now, I know you know this story. This is David and Goliath, a popular Bible story. But let me tell you, Goliath came against the Israelites for 40 days, challenging them. And they was terrified and they was afraid. And then David heard the challenge. And he said, well, what is the reward for beating this dude? Pretty much, what is the reward for beating this dude? And they said, well, you'll get the king's daughter to be your bride, and you pretty much will just be set for life. And David said, you know what? I'm up for the challenge. So I want you to catch that. While Israel was looking at the resistance, David was looking at the reward. While the world was looking at the resistance, what is the reward? While the world is up in fear, where is your faith? While the world is focused on the obstacle, what is the opportunity for you? What is the opportunity for you? So as he accepted the challenge, right, he goes to King Saul and he says, yep, I'm ready to take on Goliath. He's the only one that stood up. I'm ready to ready to fight Goliath. And King Saul says, well, Goliath, he's experienced. He's been fighting since you was born. You're young and you're inexperienced. And David said, but I know how to defeat a bear with my bare hands with God. I've defeated a lion with my bare hands with God. So if God helped me with the lion and God helped me with the bear, He's going to help me with Goliath. And I need you to catch that point too. That's important in the season of your life. You need to write down your past victories. You need to rehearse your past victories with God and how He showed up for you before and how He'll show up for you right now, that this too shall pass and that all is well. Yeah, all is well. Rehearse your past victories with God. Because though the world is in a pandemic, you have went through some personal trials with God. That was a crisis for you while the world was still going on. And God showed up for you. Right? So as Goliath, David ended up, defeating Goliath, actually. And so this was so encouraging to me. Why? Because it lets me know that it's underdog season right now. It lets me know that people that overlook you, people who thought you were unqualified, oh, it's your time right now. You've been preparing behind the scenes. You've been writing behind the scenes. You've been training behind the scenes. You've been studying behind the scenes. And you are prepared for such a time like this. You are prepared for this moment because while the world is up in fear, you are moving in faith with God. I believe it's underdog season. I believe it's manifestation time for the underdog. For the people that's been working behind the scenes with God. Yes, I believe that. I believe that. And what I'm also so excited about is this whole concept of what makes something an obstacle and what makes something an opportunity. How can the same one thing that we're all looking at, we all see different views of it, right? Some of us are looking at this pandemic, oh, it's an obstacle. Some of us are looking at this pandemic of, oh, it's an opportunity. And what is it different? What is it dependent on? It's dependent on your faith. It's dependent on the way you see it. It's dependent on your belief. The scripture says, be it done unto you according to your faith. Not according to somebody else's faith. Not according to the news. Dependent on your faith. What is the story that you are telling yourself right now? Are you telling yourself, oh my gosh, I'm just going to crumble, everything will be taken away from me? Are you telling yourself that? Are you telling yourself, oh, this is a great opportunity for me to work right now, to do this, to practice this. Oh, everything's going to come together well. Things are getting better and better. I'm just going to rest here and trust on the Lord. What are you telling yourself in this situation? What story are you telling yourself in the midst of the obstacle? That's the difference. What is the story that you are telling yourself in the midst of the obstacle? Today, I just want you to know that it's an obstacle or it's an opportunity. And I believe that it's going to be an opportunity for you. I believe that this can be an opportunity for you. So I'm so excited to do this message today, and I pray that I encourage you. And before I go, I just want you to read 1 Samuel chapter 17. Read that whole story for yourself. I want you to get some pen and get a paper and jot down the previous victories that God has brought you through. Because he's still with you now. And you know what? One more thing. I want you to look for the good. Look for the good in your day every single day. And I just want you to know that God is with you. God is for you. I see you and I'm cheering for you. Be blessed.